I did a consultation with a restaurant owner a few days ago, and as I was basically going over his records, I realized that the cost of goods that he purchased versus the price and everything that he was selling it for, there was some issues built in there. And when I had the conversation with him, he pretty much explained to me that what he did is he lowered his prices a little, so that because some people were saying that, you know, his stuff was a bit expensive and all of that. And what I did, I took a look at the businesses that were in the immediate area to his business, and all of them, they basically sold combos around the exact same price. So I figured that it may be a bit more than just the price point in this situation. I perceive that it probably would have been a bit of people may be having a bit of a challenge with the value that they get for the money that they spend, because that's around the price point that people were spending at these businesses. So with that being said, sometimes people make the mistake thinking that if they lower their prices, that people are going to see their business as a greater value or a better deal, and that's not always the case. And that has challenges also built into it, because, I mean, you may want to be the person who may sell 600 fritters to make $100, or fry 600 fritters to make $100, which I don't think is very cool, because the profit that you actually take off the top of that is not going to be very much money, not when you consider how much you spend to produce that item and how much you pay for labor and whatever other cost that may be associated. But oftentimes I tell people, instead of decreasing their price, it makes more sense to increase the value to the customer. That way they don't have that particular issue. Now, when I talk about value, if a person were to go to the Ocean Club, a Rosewood, or a Fusion VIP or something like that, their expectation, or even if it's a fine dining restaurant or a restaurant that really looks nice, the expectation then is that they're going to have a really good quality experience. Now, when the experience doesn't really offer the kind of value that they expected, that is where people tend to basically complain. So here's the thing. One of the things that you ought to know as a restaurant owner, as a food and beverage director, food and beverage manager, restaurant manager, or restaurant, one of the things that you should know is basically what people perceive as valuable, especially the people who come to your business. And you know that by, pretty much asking them. There are some questions that you can ask, just a little conversation with guests to kind of get some feedback from them about whatever their experience was, or whether or not that met or exceeded their expectation, more so than just asking them if their meal was good. And then there are a lot of surveys out there. You could TripAdvisor, depend on if your business is on there, or your social media stuff. You could be able, once you have a page up and everything, you could be able to kind of communicate with your customers to the extent that you get information back from them as to what they perceive as valuable. For some people, that may be accustomed to overeating, it may be portion size. For some people, it may be service. In some restaurant, they may say, well, I expected a better quality steak. But once you could be able to get an idea of what those people perceive as valuable, or what your customers perceive as valuable, and you could be able to exceed that particular thing, then you are in a position to blow away your customer, basically. So these are some things for you to consider, and because you remember now, once you make one decision, it affects other things in your business, and you don't want to destroy your business by trying to diminish or lower your price for people to feel like they're getting a good deal. They get a good deal when you give them value for money. That's my 5 cents there. Now, I have some other videos that I'm going to do, probably do about 5 of these, so that I could give you some more information that may be able to help you with your business, or you could reach out directly to me for consultation, or maybe we could do some stuff to turn your restaurant or business around. So my email and number is below. You take that and let's see what we could do to make your restaurant better, okay?